Hello, everybody. Well, I'm here and so is my little monkey. He's down here too. He's had a lot to say. So, gee, I've been gone for 2 weeks, but it feels like 2 months. I'm actually glad to be back and to be here online. I get everything going straight here. I don't have to mess with it later. Wow, look at everybody. Let's start from the top. Eye Candy, hi. Thank you for coming in. Lenore, of course, is always here. And Madame Bougeot, thanks for coming in. Who else do we have here? Ruby Girl's mom, hello. Mike is here. Ellen's here. Beach Please is here. Okay, baby. Okay. Leah is here. Alice Lake is here. Shell is here. Miss Kelly. Kipper. I'm here too. Okay. Leonore. Honey Bun is definitely early tonight. He brought me a wonderful little gift today. He was trying to tell me that he was hungry, even though he had already eaten. And I was not paying attention to him because he had already eaten. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, really? Come on over here and say hi. So he decided that the only way he was going to convince me that he was hungry was to go hunting. So he went hunting and he came back with a little fledgling bluebird in his mouth, and the little feathers are going like that. So I praised him and said, "Thank you so much. It's a gift for me." He dropped it at my feet. He looked at me and he walked over to his dish. And I went, "Oh, okay." So I picked up the little bird, took it outside, put it on the roof so that he couldn't get it again, and fed him. And he was perfectly happy, and off he went. So sometimes us humans can be really dumb about our animals. He simply was trying to let me know that what I gave him was not enough. He was going to have a big day. He wanted to travel, and I had not fed him enough. So he let me know, didn't kill the bird, just brought in, dropped it at my feet, and then was very happy for another can of tuna fish. And this is the first that I've seen of him all day. I just love cats. They're just so cool. That's right, Eye Candy. I fed you, now feed me. Yep, for sure. So, oh my goodness. I brought back a lot because I may possibly go to Texas and Arizona in September, but I don't know. So I decided to just blow all my money and stock up in case I could not go anywhere for a few months. So I've got a lot to choose from here. And of course, we're also going to take a few little minutes here and there to learn some new things. Um, I just had so much fun at the show this year because I ran into this Russian man who had a very inconspicuous booth. I mean, I must have gone past him 2 or 3 times because it wasn't even really a booth. It was like him and a table. And everybody else has got giant booths and they make sure you see them. And I walked past him several times. And then probably after my 10th time going around, I noticed him because he was standing up and he was huge, big flowing white hair and a big white beard. And I looked down at the table and I was like, oh my God. So I stopped and I said, "Is this Kazakhstan?" And he goes, "Yes, it is." So I must have talked to him for an hour. And then the next day I came back and talked for an hour. By the third day, I came back, sat down with him behind his booth because I just wanted to keep gleaning as much information as I could. And by that time, I bought every piece of jewelry he had on his body, literally. I just kept talking him out of it. because he had Kazakhstan that was from some of the first mining, which from what he is telling me and showing me, it's like that way, I think, really with a lot of the mines. Some of the best comes out early, and then after that, it's a matter of getting it out, but then it might be smaller or it might be lighter. So I bought stones from him. He didn't have rough. He said it'd be pretty hard to find rough because only a little bit is mined each year during the wintertime. So I'll go into all that later. But anyways, uh, I mean, oh my God. It's as periwinkle blue as you could want. And the reason why I really wanted these is because they're huge. They're huge stones. And that's not going to happen anymore. I've never seen them. I've gone online. I can't see Kazakhstan that big. It's outrageously expensive, even for some of the smaller ones. And this one's even bigger. He has big hands. He has really big hands. All periwinkle blue and that nice chocolate brown matrix. I will sell one of the rings, and then literally it was on his neck. More periwinkle blue. It's big. So he said, okay, 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 I got more at home. So that was so much fun. And then I went over to another group, and actually they were not from, God, where were they from? They had a strange accent, and I thought that they were from India, but they were not from India. They did not speak English very well, but they had the highest end beads. Absolutely gorgeous beads, super expensive. So anybody that doesn't understand the fact that you can get quality beads, like you can quality cabochons, um, it they would not sell anything. And when I was there, I went back 2 or 3 times, and I wanted to make sure that what I was looking at really was about quality. So I looked at a lot of the other bead places there, and I went, okay, I get it. I understand why they are 3 times more expensive. So I went back to them and I bought a few things. Um, and they had old stock, big round Sleeping Beauty, totally natural beads. I did not buy them. I'm not that big into round turquoise. They were gorgeous. They were blue all the way around. They had the paperwork, they had everything, but they were also thousands of dollars for a strand, which I totally understand. That's not expensive for a high grade natural Sleeping Beauty that you just can't find anymore. So that was a lot of fun. So we talked with them for a while, but I use my time at these shows like half and half. Half of it is looking for new stock, looking for new artists, pulling as much information out of these people as I can so that I can keep learning, making deals and making bargains and coming back to a table 3 or 4 times. And finally they break down and they go, okay, let's talk. And then we go ahead and, we come up with some deals. So having done that for 40 years of my life, I kind of know what to do to get my deals with these people. And then I've got those that know me because I've been shopping with them for literally 30 years, starting in Tucson. And then a lot of the Tucson people come over to Ashland. So sometimes if you can, go to Ashland, North Carolina, not Ashland, I'm sorry, to Franklin, North Carolina. And they have a gem show there every year, and it's well worth it. If you're nearby here in the East Coast, it's well worth it to go. Um, Part of it is open to the public, and part of it is strictly for business people. So you would have to have your business license with you. So we've got more people coming in. Thank you all. Tammy, hi, Tammy. And Ellen is here. Black Dog Vintage. Hello, how are you doing, Leslie? What else have we got going on here? Okay, it is all about making connections. Absolutely. And I think we probably all know that if you if you're just kind and you do a kindness to somebody, it's not planned, it just happens. Um, Sometimes you can literally change somebody's life and you may not even know it, and you may get no recognition for it, but you could change somebody's life with one kindness. And that happened to me, absolutely happened to me. I had a customer who came looking for me, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing, but I had to vacate the building that I was in instantaneously. And she was a good customer, and I wasn't there. And she looked and looked and looked. She found out where I lived. Got my phone number from somebody. I don't know. She called. She goes, "What the heck happened?" So I told her, and she said, "So what's holding you back? Why aren't you opening up in another location?" And I said, "I sunk a lot of money into the past location. Right now, I just don't have any." Well, guess what she did? This just a customer. She said, "Meet me at the bank." And I'm like, "Okay." So I went to the bank. I didn't know what she did not get involved in her personal life. It was strictly business. And I walked in, and she was vice president of that bank. And she said, "I am going to float you enough money so that you can go back out and open your store." Because it was a Native American store. And I mean, I broke down in tears. I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. Kindness just out of the blue. So, you know, maybe we've all experienced that. I don't know, but she knew she helped me out. So I have done that in the past now. I just reached out actually today to somebody who looked like they really needed help. It was pouring down rain. I just said, that person needs help, really needs help. So I went out and I helped that person. We started laughing. We were thoroughly drenched in the parking lot. And, all of a sudden she drove away and I drove away and I went, what goes around comes around, really is true. So I hope y'all remember that in these nasty times we are having, in difficult times in the world. Just remember someday to do something out of kindness and don't expect anything back. Gina's here and Chochi. Whew, wow. Okay. Let us get started. I've got a few Tibetan things that I picked up again. Um, Most of them are sterling this time, but I do have a couple of pieces that are just the Tibetan silver, which is usually copper with a silver plate over it. But it's usually pretty heavily plated, so it lasts quite a long. Oh, I got some very cool earrings. Let's start with that. All right. So I've got some earrings that are new, and I've got some earrings that are estate, older. Let's see what's going on in here. All right, let's get these two out here. Nope, let's get these three. Nope, let's get these four. Okay. All right. Super cool. These are vintage for sure. And they are not too long. So a little bit of coral, a little bit of turquoise, very cute. I should be wearing them because they go with what I got on here. Wow, you can tell I live in a humid arena here. Jeez. Okay. Zuni. Yes, thank you, I can. They are Zuni for sure. They are not no Hallmark. They're too old. They're vintage. No Hallmark on these. I'm going to say pre-70s for sure. Pre-70s. Okay. Let's do a starting bid. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to go just buy it now. So let's loosen up our fingers. Buy it now. So vintage Zuni, like just the right length. They're about inch and a half, probably. Yep, inch and a half. Hi, Ada. Hi, Linda. Hi, Janet. Okay, buy it now. 50. Eye Candy is willing to give me $650. Oh, bless you. Are you bringing it forward? Did I just manifest $650? Okay, Eye Candy got it. 50 bucks sold. Well, thank you very much. Phew. Okay, here's another little pair of Zunis. These are modern. These are not vintage. Beautifully done. Oh, I better take this off because they're actually finished on both sides, which is very cool. Yeah, let's do that so you can see what I'm talking about. So they're little Zuni bears, and they're inlaid with turquoise and a little bit of opal. But then on the back side, it's finished off. These are a little bit less than an inch. Whew, got some tight backs. These came from the same estate that I got the other ones from, but the other ones were vintage and these are modern. So little Zuni bears. Okay, this is another buy it now. Buy it now. These are 80. Hi, Olga. Some nice opal. I think you can see it's got a lot of flash going on in there. Hi, Candy, you got it. So while I was down at the show, it rained all 3 days, and um, some of the people that I shop with are outside and they're under tents, but it's a mess. It is a muddy, muddy mess. And they got to cover a lot of stuff up because the rain was pouring. It was coming in sideways. They were miserable, and I felt so sorry for them. And I just made sure I had big giant boots on and clothes that could get wet. And that's just part of the business. That's what you got to do. And these two men I've known for a long time, and I buy a lot from them. So I was there and I was pulling stuff out, and they let me go through bins and bins and bins because they buy silver and gold. And I mean, I come in, they got a chair, I sit down in the chair, they're in one bin after another, they're waiting on customers to come back and everything. So I could have sworn that I was wearing one of my favorite rings. I could have sworn it. In fact, I did. I told them that ring, I had it on when I came. I know I did. But then after I was looking at all the jewelry, I didn't have it on my hand. So I thought that I had dropped it or taken it off and tried to ring on and put it down. So I thought, oh my God, I probably put it in one of those bins while I was looking. It's just, unconsciously, you take your jewelry off and put it down somewhere. After the show, all three of us sat there and went through the bins looking for this ring. He kept saying, I don't remember seeing a ring on your hand. I said, oh my God, I remember staring at it in the steering wheel, looking at the colors, thinking about it. I said, I know I had it on my hand. So we all go out to dinner, and the guys are saying, Wendy, we know you didn't have it. You didn't come in with jewelry. We would have seen it. We just, because we were handing you stuff. And so now I know it's there. I went back, I looked in the mud, I looked under the tables. I came home tonight. I was getting ready for the show, and there it is. I'm getting old. I swore to them. I made them jump through hoops, tearing through stuff to look for this ring, and it was in my jewelry box. So I wrote a long mea culpa to both of them, and just please forgive me for that. I put you through so much. I'm telling you, it's just hell getting old. But boy, was I glad to see it. Okay, coming up. I've had a lot of coffee, so I'm really jacked up tonight. Okay, these are very cool. They are not native. Very, very well done, though. Gorgeous little blue turquoise in sterling silver. They're not marked, but they are sterling. I don't know if they're from China or America or whatever, but I took them because I thought they were absolutely gorgeous and they look beautiful on. So these are new. Okay, this is a buy it now. They're in excellent condition, but origin unknown to me. No, they're completely unmarked. Eye candy completely. There's no markings on them at all. All that I did was, do the scratch test to make sure they were sterling, which they are. But I got them because they're beautifully made. And the turquoise is turquoise. It's very nice. So because the quality was good, I went ahead and got them. Ellen got it. Thank you, Ellen. I don't buy anything I'm not happy with. Thanks again, Ellen. Unmarked. The bail says 925. Now, I have I have seen most of my life that when something looks like it is Native American or Southwest style, and if it has 925 on it, it usually is not native made. It can be coming from Mexico, or it could be coming from someplace else, but usually it is not. It's been really rare that I have not seen sterling used in Native American made jewelry rather than 925. Now, is that 100% across the board? Probably not. It's just my experience, and I will use that in looking at things. I bought it because the turquoise is very nice, and I love the fact that it was square. Nicely done. So for those that don't mind that it's not Native American, it is a great buy. It's all handmade. It's not cast. It is handmade, solid back, inch and a half long. This is a buy it now. Nobody's going to do that work for $40. Fairly large bale, so it could go on many different chains. Hello, biker. Okay. No bites on that one. Okay. Now, these are brand new, handcrafted in Mexico. They are so pretty. I love dragonflies, hummingbirds, ravens and crows. Oh, black dog. Uh-oh. Okay. Leslie got it. Okay. Let me put it in the bag, get your name on it. Thank you very much, Leslie. All righty. Back to these. Brand new, handmade Mexico. They are stamped. These are a buy it now. They're a little bit more just because it's because they're new. Do you ever run across spratling? I have run across spratling, but Mexican is not my ballpark. And I do know, it's obviously very good. Spratling is famous. It's worth its money because I mean, all those older Spanish artists and even the new ones today, they're just very good. But I just don't, I tend to not go after things I am not educated on. So I don't. Hi, Les. I see some new people in here. Hi, Tanya. Tanya just got in here. And I know I see a few new people in here. That is wonderful. And just remember, you need to register if you find something you want and you want to bid. You've got to be registered with me before I will accept your bid. Hi, Deborah. Okay, so I'm going to pass on these earrings. I'm not seeing anybody into these. Tina Moose, okay, you've registered. Thank you so much. You may go ahead and bid. Okay. Oh, okay. These are awesome. Now, I did bring back some, what's it called? Articulated, right? When they move. I brought some fish back that move, that are articulating, and they are new reproductions of the old, but I don't care about that. So these are, oh, let me see. These are signed. Oh, this is very cool. All right. I guess he can't get into the chains. I brought a lot of heavy duty link chains back. And they're by David Platero. He can't get his names on those, but he does have his name on these, which is very cool. So little fishes. These are brand new. And there is his name, 925 David Platero. And he does work for a silversmithing house down there. But I love his chains. So I just had to go for them. So little skeletons. No, I'm sorry. If you signed up somewhere else, that does not mean you're signed up with me. So you would have to also sign up with me. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how if you sign up with somebody else, you're automatically linked. No, maybe for notifications of shows, but not to actually buy. Thank you. Good question. Okay, the fishies, sterling silver, oxidized. Look at these little faces. About 2 inches long. Okay, this is a buy it now. Oh, my candy jumped in there. Okay. Since I just brought those out, I'll bring out the articulated fish. I'm not going to bring them all out at this show. I'll just bring one out for today. We will get to native stuff, I promise. All right. This just so cute. And he does wiggle everywhere, every which way, every different direction. Beautifully made. There's his mouth. Nice big bail. Abalone eyes. And boy, have I got chains that will go with that. This guy is heavy. He's very heavy. It's very solid. He is 31 grams. It's almost an ounce. He is a chunky one for sure, Gina. Okay, he is new again from the same Mexican silversmith. Pretty fishy. That's pretty good. So he is 200. 4 inches long. Eye candy. Eye candy's collecting the fish here tonight. Thank you, Eye Candy. Okay, same estate I went to. I got this little horse pin for my horsey people. It is only marked sterling. The catch is fairly modern, so I'm not going to call it old. It could be vintage. It could definitely be around 2000. Three beautiful horses running in sterling. It is 2.5 inches long. This is a buy it now. for 32. Oop. It's very three-dimensional. They are thick. Rebecca, you have got it. Oh, don't let me forget. I came back with some things that are not jewelry, but they're very cool. They're very cool. I will try not to forget them. I've got some on my desk just so that I don't forget them here. I got to come up with a whole new set or something because I don't have enough space to work in here. I've got so much jewelry out. Okay, Rebecca. I don't know about you other artists out there, but I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he came down here and he went, oh my God, how can you work down here? It's like the stuff is just everywhere. And I said, well, that's the difference between a creator and a builder. And I said, I am a creator, so I need to have all things that are possible in my creation to be there in front of me in order for me to just go around and pick this and pick this and pick this and then go, now what am I going to do with this? But it's all about, for me, it's just feeling. The whole thing is about feeling. And the minute I get at the bench and if something she's giving me a hard time, I absolutely quit. I don't even go back to it. I completely change everything because it's not coming through. But builders, they're like engineers. They got to be very precise and they got to have their boundaries and they got to be able to build this and build this to proportions and mathematics. And creators just like, they just throw everything in a big pot and stir it and go, oh, look at this. Look what I got. So I make no apologies for how my studio looks. I work that way. Oh, good, Linda. Your sewing room is the same way. Hi, Carol. Carol Bloom just came in. Okay. Now, Leslie, your beads are everywhere. So I have watched your channel and I see you've got some beads and stuff in the background then hanging out there. But I always thought in the back of my mind, I'll bet you can't see them, but I'll bet her beads are just everywhere because if you're going to start stringing, you got to be able to just do a quick little review all the way around and go, there it is. If I put them in bags and put them away, I don't even know I've got it anymore. So it's got to be messy. It's not for me. I know where it is. I know where to find it. All right. I did fall in love with this ring. It is stamped RG sterling. This is Navajo. This is Sleeping Beauty. I would say this is probably anywhere from the 50s, 60s, 70s in that time frame, 50 to 70. I can't make it any more precise than that because there's nothing that's sticking out to tell me it is different. But I loved the design. I do like square and rectangular, and you don't see that a whole lot. So much is oval. This is a size 9. This is a Navajo piece. It is signed. It is RG, but there are a number of RGs with block Gothic letters. So I can't get beyond that. RG. Let's see if you can see it. Let's see, where is it? Over here. Oh, let me take this thing off so you can see it. Okay, right over here, right in this corner. RG in big block capital Gothic letters, sterling. Okay, so size 9. This is a starting bid. So we're switching, guys. It's starting bid. $80. Just your very typical solid blue. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of the nuggety form to it. There you can see. And that was done. That was done intentionally. Michael's in for 80. Hi, Divine Vintage, you were in for 80. When do you stamp your signature during the process? Okay, we'll talk about that. Eye Candy's in at 85. 90, Michael's in at 90, Divine's in at 90. It's a good size. Not real big, not too small. Size 9. Size 9 fits me in my middle finger. Where are we? Divine is out. Michael's in, 110. Eye Candy's in at 125. Michael's at 130. Oop, Eye Candy popped in at 145. It's in excellent condition. I don't have to do anything to it. And that reminds me, I should talk a little bit too about what happens to pieces that have been altered. Does that affect the value? The turquoise looks shaped, not cabochon. A cabochon can be any shape whatsoever. Cabochon means it's been cut and shaped on a wheel. It can be any shape whatsoever. So if I had a nugget, let me show you this. They can be smooth, they can be rough. Where'd it go? Let's pull this one out. Oh. Okay. I've got this big behemoth. So that's a cabochon, right? Smooth, perfect oval, polished, everything. But this is also a cabochon. It's just left in half a nugget form. So this was a giant nugget, but then it was cut and it was sliced. And then someone went in and they sanded part of the area and polished part of the area to still leave that in. It's still considered a cabochon. So we answered that one. Where are we? This this is a cabochon, but they didn't make it perfectly flat. They wanted to give it some dimension and some depth. Okay, so now where are we? Eye Candy is at 165 and Mike has gone out. No, it doesn't have to be rounded. It can be any shape whatsoever. If it's just a natural nugget, then it's just a natural nugget. It's not a cabochon. But if you've worked it in any way, shape, or form like this has really been worked. It's very much been worked to get into that shape. And they did it intentionally just to give it that little extra dimension. All right, so who got, eye candy got this. I think of a cabochon as anything not faceted. Well, in many respects, you're absolutely right. All righty. Where did I go? Eye candy. Thank you. Oop, get back down here. I have to scroll down, 165. I've done a number of pieces where I have left that nuggety look to it because it's got something to do with the design that I see in my mind that I want to make. And the nuggety appearance works much better than just a very finished, this is just a beautiful finished piece all the way around. So I appreciate both of them. But when I look at that, the design I see in my head is very different than when I'm looking at, something like that, a big old nugget. This is, it's rough and it's raw. So I'm going to put it as something that ends up looking kind of rough and raw. All right. Now, where did I go? I don't know if I showed this before, but I love this. No, I'm going to save it. I'll do it another time. Oh, let's do the cluster. All right. Clusters getting more and more and more expensive. This must be a 6. Is this a Zuni or is this a Hopi? I mean, a Zuni or a Navajo cluster. Sometimes it's very hard to tell. This is not signed, but I would bet you that this is Navajo cluster. From the construction of this, I would most definitely say Navajo. All right, and this is a size 6. Definitely vintage, but no signature. Half round wire that's been split. Part of it is planished up here, and then the rest is your half round wire. Okay, how'd that get in there? All right, starting bid on this one is 100. Oh, did it not go in? Biker, I'll get to that. Good question. Oh, you like the oval cabochon? It's a gorgeous piece, isn't it? Oh, the Brudens are here. Welcome. Wendy's here. Could this upsize to an 8? Ooh, I think that's 2 sizes up. No, I will misshape that shank too much. Most I would do on this to where I'm not bothering anything at all would be like a 6.5, 6 3/4. But I don't want to do anything more than that with this one. So with the boot contest, I think I probably had at least 30 entries. And I have to say, there was not one that I didn't like. Some of them were absolutely phenomenal. Some people actually went into like Chat GPT and AI and put in their ideas, and these spectacular pieces came out. I mean, they're just gorgeous ideas all the way around. Now, can I do that? Not unless I have a 3D printer. The designs, they were absolutely gorgeous. I've just got to say, you just had wonderful ideas. But everything I do has to be hand done. I used to carve in lost wax, and I had all the equipment when I had my store. Life changed. I moved out west. I was not getting into carving wax and casting. I don't do that anymore. I only do what I can do by hand. So many of them I just couldn't, I can't use, but they're so great. When I do choose, I will choose one of them. When I do choose it, I will talk about everybody's ideas. Everybody, I'm going to name everybody that came in and their ideas, because like I said, there's not one that was not great. But I've got to pick through the ones that I feel like I can actually do. So that's it. All right. But how about a boat? Okay. Okay, we're gonna put this one. This one's not flying away tonight, so we'll put that one back. All right, let's see here. Some of these golden oldies. Let's see. This is cool. Hmm. This is signed, but it's signed in script. They used an engraver in script, so it's hard to read. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hold back on this one. I think if I study it long enough, or if I go in and oxidize the name, I can actually read it. But it's the little dot engraver, and it's scripty. I can't read it, but I want to know what it is because it's an older piece. I want to know what it is before I sell it. Okay. Oh, okay. Only I would like something like this. So I got it and I wore it the whole show just because it was so cool. It's a good old Western saddle. It is so old. Look at that. I used to ride horses. I rode Western, rode English, hunter. I did jumping. I did everything. But my favorite was bareback. And there's a long story behind that one. So nice old, this was cast. So someone definitely carved this first before they um, made the ring, and then they made the ring, and then they came in and did little extra details. Little turquoise inlay in the back. Not signed, but I think it's way too old to expect a signature on this one. This is a 10. It is very heavy. Very, very heavy. It's 34 grams, so a little bit over an ounce. So if anybody's got a husband out there that likes to ride, it's very cool. I've not seen anything like that. It was probably a custom order for somebody. All right, starting bid on this one. So early piece, I would say 1950 or earlier on this. Yeah. I mean, I can wear it on this finger, but size 10 would probably fit a lot of men. I didn't say 58, I just said the 50s or 50s or earlier. Oh, thank you. Thanks for that. Carol's in at 160. Leslie, did you ride also? I know there's a number of people in here that were horseback riders. Gina, Rebecca's in at 170. There's a horse person. Truly, I've never seen one before. That's why I grabbed it up. Carol Bloom, hello. Oh my goodness, Leslie, I did not know that. Leslie was captain of the equestrian team at Michigan. Oh my goodness. That is very cool. Hi, Logan. Hello. And Les Mack rode a long time ago. Gina. Gina, I'm not even going I'm not going to say that. People have to check out the chat. Oh my God, you're a riot. Oh, okay. Carol Bloom's at 200. Logan rode a bit. I love you guys. You're just a trip. Just a trip. Save a horse. Okay, where are we? I'm going to count down for Carol Bloom. She's in for 200. We are going once, we are going twice. And Carol Bloom, you have got a very cool ring here. Very cool. Okay. Thank you, Carol, and everybody else out there who's making me laugh. Okay. This is a beautiful ring. I know I've shown it before and it hasn't gone, and I think probably because it's a small size. Can I size this? I don't know. Let me see. All right, this is a 6. I could go to a 7, but no bigger. So 6, 6.5, 7. White shell, 1970s. It's that kind I like to call them like the saddlebacks because they are rounded on the inside. So they sit really, really nice on your hand. Beautifully done. It is signed and it's by Tom David, TD, Navajo. All right, starting bid. Very good condition, nothing wrong. I didn't have to do anything to it at all. Did I put it in? Yes, I did. Kristen's in for 100. Olga's in for 100. So if you're a size 6, it fits perfect. Size 6, Ellen. But I could go as far as a 7, no bigger. Ellen's in at 105. Okay. Kirsten is out because she doesn't want to bid against her customers. I get it. 110. Ellen is in at 115. Here is your stamp right up here. TD. When you have stamps like this, your hallmarks, you might go in and see a lot of TDs in your books. So you've really got to look at the style of the TD. Is it Gothic? Is it thick? Is it light? Because the pictures that they're going to have in the books are of the exact hallmark. So you want to make sure that your TD looks exactly like the TD for Tom David. And if I can't be sure, I just will say it's in there, but I don't know who it is. Leah's in at 120, 130. Olga's in at 135. All right. I'm going to count down. Olga's in for 135. Leah, nope, it wasn't her. Okay. So we're going to go once, twice, and sold to Olga. I'm sorry. It's too late. Oh, I've said several times it's a 6. Sold to Olga. Thank you. Okay, I wanted to bring this up. When you have rings or bracelets It just doesn't matter. Rings or bracelets, and you've got them in bezels. I know lots of you like to clean your jewelry. Cleaning a ring with a diamond or a sapphire or a garnet or an amethyst or quartz, and you drop it into your ultrasonic cleaner, or you decide to, get out your toothbrush, or you want to soak it in a cleaner of some kind, that works. But you cannot do that with your soft stones, like your turquoises, your ambers, ivory, corals, jet, none of those soft stones. You do not want them to soak, because I cannot tell you, being a bench jeweler, how many times I go in, if I've got a solder on here, I have to remove these stones. And I've already shown you many times, if you watch the at the bench, when you pull these out, oh my goodness, you could have cardboard underneath it. You could have sawdust underneath it. I seen plastic underneath it, all kinds of things. And that's put in there, one, to raise the stone up high enough that the bezel sits where it's supposed to sit. Also, it gives it a little bit of cushioning protection. So there's a number of different reasons why. Most of the time, it's to bring it up high enough that you can put the bezel on. But when I open it up, I have literally found wetness underneath it. If you put this in and you soak it, water will go between the rim of this and the stone and sit underneath. And it just corrodes the cardboard, it corrodes the sawdust, anything that's under there. When that is corroded and goes away, the stone falls in or it loosens up. So you don't want to soak it. If you want to get a toothbrush because something's just dirty or you got white polish, wet the toothbrush and then just scrub. But please don't drop anything with bezels in any kind of a solution, not even plain water. Take your time, get a toothbrush, scrub, rinse it quick and dry it off. But when you soak it, you're giving it time for everything to get underneath the stone, and it will loosen up, and eventually it might crack or it might fall out. So, and because these are soft stones, they're going to absorb whatever. If you're using a chemical of some kind or the soap, it could change color. That's usually what's happening when you've got rings like this where you've got different colors in the stones. That's from skin oils, soap, hand lotions, years and years and years worth of it, because it's a soft stone, so it's going to absorb. So please don't do that. Take your time, get a toothbrush, some water, and scrub where you got to scrub. All righty. What did I had something in my hand. Okay, well, it'll appear at some point in time. It will appear. Okay. Don't forget to do the non-jewelry. Alrighty, I'm bringing this guy up. I have a number of these, and it's the only reason why I am bringing these forward. So they are super old souvenir sterling silver spoons. They are marked sterling. It is from the NS Company, sterling. Let's see if you can see it. Right there. It has the whirling log, and I collect everything that's got a whirling log on it, because that's the most important symbol to let you know that this is probably pre-1930. Beautiful, beautiful faces. As we've got teepees going on here, we've got corn, we've got a papoose, and then we've got the warrior on this side. I think that's just so cool. Look at his leather leggings, his hatchet. He's a good-looking guy, just my kind. And then on the other side, the wife and the baby. teepees. And then on the bowl of the spoon is the capital of Denver. Denver, Colorado, state capital. Entering the 1 mile high. So this is 6 inches long. So we know it is 1930s. Okay, so the sterling silver spoon. We'll do a starting bid on this one. $90. So for anybody out there that likes to collect these oddities like me, and Carol Bloom is in at 90. It is 26 grams, just in case you want to know. Got a really nice rolling log on there. Please don't think of it as the Nazi swastika. It's got nothing to do with that at all. It's the oldest symbol on this planet. Hi, Jackie. Oh, and you just asked the question. I didn't even see it. No. This symbol is called the whirling log, and that symbol is all over the planet. It is literally the oldest symbol, graphic symbol that we know of in history. So Buddhism uses it as a sacred symbol. Hinduism uses it as a sacred symbol. Native Americans, and what it represents is, where am I going here? There it is. What that originally represented was peace and prosperity, and the directions, the 4 directions, the 4 cycles of life, the 4 seasons, everything that was natural and beautiful. And that's why it was all the way across the planet. Even in Africa, you can find that symbol. Hitler studied the occult big time, and he knew the power in symbols. So he wanted to take a symbol that already had a lot of power, but invert it. So he took that symbol and he inverted it on the side. That was your Hitler's Nazi symbol. When that happened, the American government came to the Navajo, Hopi, Zunis, all of them, said, you can no longer use that symbol on anything, not your jewelry, your blankets, nothing. So they had to stop, even though for them, this was their sacred symbol. So historically, it's important for people who collect, because that right there tells me that this had to have been made before like 1935, because that's when it came out. It said no more. Hitler's using that symbol, even though it was tilted. And remember, with the Christian cross, if you turn it upside down, it becomes satanic. So occultists like to take power symbols and invert them for their personal power. So I collect these not as a Nazi symbol, but as what it was originally meant to be. Oh, you didn't, that's no offense whatsoever. See, sometimes I assume that my customers who are here know, because I talk about it a lot. So no, Jackie, anytime. That's, you can ask anytime. Okay, did anybody bid on this, or am I just going on and on and on again? Carol Bloom. Okay, Carol Bloom, you have got it. Jackie is my, what do I call her? I don't know. She's married to my nephew. Nephew-in-law? I don't know. I don't know how to, I don't know how to categorize Jackie, but she is the lovely wife to my handsome nephew, David. Yes, Peru Purr. That symbol was found 10,000 years ago in a cave in the whirling log made from animals. Yep, correct. Stone Age Celtic carved. Yep, it's everywhere. It's still on the floors of the courthouse in Ohio. Oh, I would love to know about that. I'd like to know the direction of it. Is it actually the correct form like that, or is it tilted? Coolest niece-in-law. That sounds good. Okay. All right. Thank you, Carol. You got it. Okay. I have I probably got a collection of about 20 bracelets now that have the whirling log on it. And then I got the nicest, biggest, best one I bought from Gina Gay almost a year ago, but it's in very bad condition. It had a huge crack right in the middle all the way down. And I am not finding a way to fix it, but I am not giving up. I refuse to give up. Oh, that's very cool. It is correct and not tilted. Oh, congratulations to Ohio for sticking to their guns and not letting somebody talk them out of it. Okay, let's see. Where do we go from here? All right, we're gonna go for these two. Gorgeous purple spiny oyster. And this, if you look closely, the purple spiny oyster, not the little blue bead in between, but actually the spiny oyster, there we go, is inlaid with turquoise. Very, very, very cool. There we go. There's a big chunk. So the spiny is inlaid with turquoise and then turquoise in between, and then some lovely kingman down here at the bottom. All these little tabs. But they feel good. This is 20 inches long, got a little fish hook clasp. This is made by me. These are from the beads that I bought at the show. It is not heavy. It's very comfortable. Okay, so the length is 20 inches. 20 inches. Starting bid is, whoops, that is not what I'm trying to say. Starting bid. There we go. Vampy Vintage, good evening. Eye Candy's in for 125. Linda's in for 125. Very nice blue matrix in almost all of them. I love the color combination. I wish I could have got more of this spiny inlaid. I don't know if I got there too late or if they just didn't have more, but I could only get 2 strands. Rebecca is at 170. Yeah, they are expensive. Thank you, Kipper. If you came into my basement, you'd fall into a pit of beads. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't let anybody down. This is my woman cave down here. I don't let anybody in it. Rebecca is out. Eye candy is out. Valerie is in at 210. Okay, I'm going to count down for Valerie. We are going once, we are going twice, and sold. Thanks, Val. Love Mad Girl. Didn't say hi to you. Ellen, I think I got Ellen. I think I said hello. Okay, what was the other one? Oh, okay. Now we're really talking vintage. Vintage, vintage. Very, very vintage. Kiwa, Santo Domingo. I know this for a fact because I bought this in the late 80s at the Santa Fe flea market from a woman who was sitting there at a table. She was from the Kiwa Pueblo, and she was selling her grandfather's necklaces. And if you've ever seen the huge necklace that I wear, this 5 strands, and it's got big the nausea falling down below. It's gorgeous. I bought that from her and I bought this. So this is, let me get it off of here. I did not have to alter this in any way. This is exactly how it came. I did have to clean it because there was a lot of old stuff, probably skin and all kinds of sweat on these shells. So I did very carefully clean that. We've got turquoise, we've got jet, a little bit of shell up here. These are beautifully old birds in spiny oyster, very thick. That's another thing about it being a little bit older. It's very, very thick and crude. Look at the hook, all handmade. So this is, the necklace is 20 inches long, and then the shell is another 2 more inches. So definitely, if you like the Santo Domingo older styles, this is probably just a clamshell from the look of it. And then all that was crushed and glued onto it. Just white. I think it's just a clamshell. How did I clean it? I took my toothbrush and I took a little bit of very hot water with a little bit of Dove liquid soap. And I just used my toothbrush and I went back and forth through all of it. Now, if you have something that's on string, you will take the chance that that string will dry rot. This is on sinew, so I knew that sinew can get wet. Sinew lives through everything. So I knew I would be okay with this. A lot of these you've got to go ahead and restring. But if you're just going to restring it, you're fine. I haven't altered it. I have just restrung it. This has not been altered at all in any way. If it's 4 generations old, does that mean it's from the 30s or 40s? 4 generations? Isn't Is it 20 or 25 years considered a generation? So let's see. My parents were born in the 20s. That's a long time ago. So I would say 4 generations is much older, 30s or 40s, because my father was born in the 20s, and that's just one generation. Jackie says 25 years is standard. 25 equals one generation. So this, I would say, is all this shell work. They just started this so early, but I can't date it. I have to go according to the style, the shell, the work as much as I can. I have no doubt in saying this is pre-50. All right. I feel very safe in saying that. It could be older, but since there's no way, all that I know is that where I got it from, I got 3 or 4 pieces from her. That was in the 80s. She was Kiwa. She was in the old Santa Fe flea market was fabulous. I don't like the new one at all. So I mean, that's all I can tell you about it. So, okay, this is a starting bid of 250. But everything that's on here is exactly how it came. I didn't have to add or take away. Let's see the little spinies, the little birds. Okay, eye candy is in for 250. All right, we're going to count it down for eye candy. Going once, going twice, and sold. These are the collector type pieces if you're going for historical pieces. You'll see things like that in Santa Fe in the museums. But most of the things in museums, a lot of times they have provenance. It came out of somebody's private collection and they've got their paperwork and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Where do we go from here? Okay. Boop. You're gonna think I'm absolutely nuts, but it's it's abalone shell. I got it from the guy that's making the chains for me. And look at this. It's a bottle opener. Look at his mouth. That's for a little beer top. There we go. Oh man, I don't know what to do with myself sometimes. Oh, abalone shell. Okay. Okay. This guy he is 30 bucks. Does anybody want a most unusual bottle opener to put on your table with your bottles and alcohol? Did you back in the day? Okay, Ruby Girl's mom. Okay, Ruby Girl's mom, I do not have your information because you purchased something from me once before and I couldn't send you an invoice because I do not have Ruby Girl's mom in my subscription. So you may be registered under a different name. Oh, well, there we go. Now I know. All right, Sheila Magnus, I got you. Now I can put you in Sheila Magnus, Ruby's mom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That can happen. A lot of people change their handle and I can't find them anymore. So remember, tell me and other people, if you've changed your handle, you got a little drop a line to us. Now I will know who you are, Sheila. And then I have got 6 of these because I love Hummers. I have got 6. They all look a little bit different. They are carved in wood, and then they're on top of the old burl. The base is on the old burl. And most of them are this beautiful little pink color and turquoise, all carved in wood. And they stand 6 to 7 inches tall. Just cool. I mean, you can set them down. They all sit flat. They are made in Bali. So I've got 6 of them. They're all different. Each one's got a different burl bottom, but the tops all are similar. They're all hand carved, so maybe the size is a little bit different, but they are all on a different type of burl. Okay, so this is a buy it now. These are 40. They're all the same size, just a different base. Rebecca, you have got it. Is anybody else interested in one? They're back there. Oh, Rebecca, can you get 2? Yes, you can. Pretty cool. All right. Those are coming to you. You are welcome. Okay, let's do a few more pieces. These are some of the Tibetan pieces that I came back with. This is very lovely. Now here we go with the nugget style, not a cabochon, just a nugget style. And all they did was polish it. So this is your green Tibetan turquoise. This is sterling silver. It is marked 925. I think they do. Yeah, they mark it 925. And I love how they always finish it all the way around. Got some lotus blossoms on here. Coral and a green Tibetan turquoise. 1.5 inches long. Yep, I'll bring that out. Oh, thank you, Tara. Okay, let's see. This would help if I put in a price. So this is sterling silver, and it is marked. Good size bale. Okay, we're going to pass on that. I have got another one. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get this tag off so you can see the silversmithing back here. There we go. Pretty lotus on the back. Again, this one is sterling silver. Wonderful spider webbing. Chinese turquoise, red coral. Big, heavy silversmithing. And look at the back. It's beautiful. Beautiful lotus. Nope. Okay. Our Tibetan isn't of interest today, so we will hold off on that. But somebody wants to see the eagle. And oh my God, the spiny. Look at the spiny. So this piece is mine. So I made this piece. It does have my markings on the back. I just thought that stone was so cool because you could do the orange and the white in the feather. And then some nice spiny with the necklace. And I did make this so that it can be, here we go. So I can tell you, it's adjustable. Let me see how long this is. The necklace can go from 20 inches all the way up to 16 inches. The bale has feathers stamped in it. All right, so this is for the pendant and for the necklace. So this is all made by me, not native. Oh, eye candy asked me about that. Okay. Stamping. I need to put this down. So eye candies, did I make this a starting bid? I didn't say anything. Okay. Okay. Well, it's supposed to be a starting bid. Eye candy's in at 300. So if anybody else is interested, go for it. Stamping. Okay. So where are my stamps? What did I do with, oh, I took it back because I made something today and stamped it. All right, so these stamps, you can order stamps with anything on it. On the reservation, they take every old iron tool they can find and rod, and they make a lot of their own. So like here's a bear claw. It's cut right into the metal. And here's my symbol. I use the Phoenix. And this one, I ordered this special from a tool maker. It's just a very large sterling. So the stamping is the very first thing you should do, because once you start bending the metal or soldering or adding parts, you can't do it anymore. That's why sometimes you'll see cartouches. And if I forget to stamp, then oh well, or I have to make a cartouche and then solder the cartouche on. But it has to be the very first thing. So like when I made this, the first thing I did was get a flat piece of sterling silver and stamp it. I've even got a little sign on my desk that says, remember to stamp, because I'll get in the creative process and not think about putting my name on it. So that's the very first part, is the stamping. And I have a big metal plate. I put it on the plate. I put my stamp on it. I got a big heavy hammer and whack it. And hopefully I only have to whack it once. Sometimes that's why stamps look a little bit lighter than others, is because you just didn't hit it hard enough. Can you solder the cartouche after you put the stone in the bezel? No. No, unless it's diamond, sapphire, the really hard stones, with heat, it doesn't bother them. So I can do anything, just things with diamonds in them. Just, you don't even have to take them out. It's only the really soft stones. I have to take those out. Now there is new equipment on the market that are lasers, and they're like $20,000. And if you know how to use it, they can now take a turquoise ring and size it very, very quickly, because it's laser. It's so focused on the seam where you put your solder, and it goes so fast that it doesn't affect the stone. But if you do it the old-fashioned way, or you go to a Native American and ask them to size it, we got to take the stones out. Okay, so sold eye candy. Thank you. Did that answer your question? I hope it did. Most jewelers and jewelry stores, they do not want to, they won't take in native stuff or artsy stuff if they got a solder on it and the stone is in there. They don't want to take the stone out, because they could break the stone and then they're responsible for that. And they don't know how to reset. I do, Carol. I have 6 of them, so I do have another one. Hi, Karina. Welcome in. Um, okay. Now I've got so many chains and bracelets, but I got this one, Karina, if you want it. Hey, Thelma, welcome in. Oh, you've got the shaman. That was such a good one. Okay, so, all right, Carol, coming to you. Cool Burl. And then, was there somebody else? Carol asked about, okay, this one's going to Carol. All right. Okay, now I had a couple of questions come in this week um, that I'm just going to address quickly. And that is, it was about stamps, again, more stamps, about handmade. So a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? So on a lot of the jewelry, in Native American jewelry, you will see like IH Indian handmade, or you'll just see a stamp that says handmade on it. That was started quite a while ago. So older pieces will have that on. I will look for pieces that say Indian handmade, coin silver, things like that, because you can date easily with that. Now the question was, does everybody use handmade? All tribes will use handmade. So it does not designate a particular tribe. Sometimes handmade is 2 words, handmade. Sometimes it's 1 word, handmade. There are stamps that are made that will, just like what I just showed you, it's a stamp with handmade in it. They all use it. Every single person, all the tribes use it. It does not designate a tribe. It designates the fact that it is made by hand rather than by machine. So let me see. I know I can find a picture here somewhere. Here we go. All right. Again, one of my favorite books, and I've showed this to you many, many times, Hallmarks of the Southwest. You can learn so much from these books. So just to show you here, this picture here, you will see the word separated, handmade, Hopi. Let's get over here. Handmade Navajo, sterling handmade. Those are all stamps. So one stamp has handmade and then a different stamp for Hopi. Sometimes very old, but you rarely see it anymore. I think maybe I've only seen it once or twice. Did somebody use an H and an A and an N and a D, all those different letters to put out handmade? And that was usually in the shops. They did that. But then as soon as they were able to start ordering their stamps made, they didn't have to make them themselves. They could get it very precise. So it's just handmade across the top. But don't get confused thinking that handmade is only for one particular tribe. It is not. I just showed you. It's used across the board. And there are Hopis that make what looks like Navajo. There are Navajo that make things that look like Hopis. They do the overlay, but I've showed you all before that if it's an overlay, how you can tell the difference between did a Navajo do the overlay or did a Hopi? Because in that overlay technique, the Navajos oxidize it. The Hopis oxidize it, but they also engrave lines all the time. The Hopi engrave those lines, so you can look at it and you can tell. So there's always these little fine areas that are, you got to tune it. You don't know for sure. So I have seen things that look Navajo, but it's a Hopi artist that did it. All the different hallmarks, I mean, everything is used. If the name isn't on there, you don't know who did it. You can't go by particular stamps, because a lot of the stamps, especially if they're pictorial stamps, are used by a lot of different artists. So again, that doesn't mean it's a particular tribe. You got to have that name on there and then you'll know. But just to answer the questions about the handmade, whether it's 2 words or all 1 word, it's all being used by everybody. It could be, we've got Apaches that make Native American looking Navajo jewelry. We've got San Ildefonso people who don't do shell work, they do silversmithing. So in those hallmarkings, you want to have the name. Then you know what you're doing. Handmade means that it is handmade. It's all it means. It does not tell you that one particular tribe did it. Pictorials do not mean one particular tribe did it. Those pictorials are used by a lot of different people. Now, some pictorials, I will show you this one. This is one of my collector pieces that I got for me. You see 2 little deer toes. That's called a pictorial. Let me get this book off of here. I've got too much stuff going on. This is by John Hornbeck. And John Hornbeck is actually an Anglo, and he learned from a Montoya his silversmithing. Then he married into the Atakai family, and they are Navajo silversmiths. They do sand cast. This is a very heavy sand cast piece. It has got so much going on in the inside. There is a tribal number right here that's inscribed in there. It is a tribal number. Then we've got 2 other sets of, you can see here, I'll go down here, HC and then DB. It has got so much history and so much stamping going on here, but John Hornbeck, pretty famous for an Anglo. Every once in a while, you'll get Anglos that marry into Hopi, Navajo, into these families that are silversmiths, and they learn silversmithing too. If they get good enough, their stuff sells. Incredible, just incredible coral and turquoise. You can see that this is a sand cast piece. The Atakais were known for doing a lot of sand casting and lapidary work. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them. So that was I just wanted to show you an example of pictorial. So I know for sure that that pictorial has an artist because he is in the books. Other pictorials are just general stamping. They could be a shop. Most of the time, a lot of the shops have pictorials, like Meisel's shop. So I hope that answers your question about handmade. Everybody uses it. I could use it. I could get a stamp handmade because my articles are handmade. Is coin silver less desirable than sterling? Not for me at all. And I will tell you why. It's historical. It's more valuable. Sterling is more valuable than coin simply because it's got 925 amount of 92% silver, and coin silver does not have as high. I think it's 90%. But I prefer the coin silver because historically that's what they started out with. They were using Mexican coins and melting them down. So for historical pieces, a lot of my bracelets from the 20s and 30s are coin silver, and I look for it. If it says coin silver, I buy it. It's, again, it's historical. Okay, like this. Are you keeping the other sonnet to me? Oh, no. See, don't ask me a question because I'm gonna take off. I should have been a college professor. Okay, okay. Absolutely cool spiny oyster inlaid with the turquoise. This is red, red, red. Red is the most expensive spiny. And they're big pieces, huge. And the rest of the coral, not coral, spiny up here. Let me tell you, let's see how long this is. So the necklace itself is 16 inches, and then you've got a 2 more inch drop here. I've got so much jewelry going on it, but it really does look absolutely gorgeous on it. It's so bright and cheery. So this is one of mine. I made this. I just bought all these pieces at the show. Well, hello. Hello. And put this together. So not native, it's a Wendy. All right, so starting bid on this. Red spiny, more expensive. Thank you, Tara. Well, that's a good place, honey. Yeah. He just found himself a little corner bed. All right, we're going to count down for eye candy. Going once, going twice, and sold. I do not have any more spiny. I don't believe. Oh, for those of you that want to know what a spiny oyster looks like, there you go. Look how big that is. I wanted to bring these back for you guys, and the dealer that had these did not come to the show this time. I was so disappointed, but I will always continue to look. But that is how the spiny oyster looks. And then it somehow gets transformed into the shell. All right. Do you want to see some of the paperclip chains? Anybody interested? I've got lots of bracelets, lots of chains. I bought tons and tons and tons of just silver. I am always amassing silver because I'm convinced it will continue to go up. It's been sitting for about 6 months now. That's fine with me. It is not going to go below 50. So I figured I'm going to start buying it again in the 50s rather than wait until it's 70s or 80s. So I bought a lot. Yes to chains. Okay. Let me bring out. I have got paperclip chains that are very lightweight. So obviously they will be less expensive all the way up to mediums and all the way up to very, very heavy. So what I consider to be lightweight would be a paperclip chain that looks like this. And then we can go to very, very handmade. This is by Platero again. All handmade, heavy wire, textured and oxidized. And he has got a very nice toggle on his. So something like this is 24 inches long. This was a $400 chain at the show. That's retail. What? You gonna come say hi? So this 24 incher, this is the heaviest weight. I've also got one that's much longer, like this. This one's like 32 inches. So these two heavyweighters. This one's 41 grams. Hi, honey. You're going to say hi to everybody? You're going to say hi? Are you? You want to say hi? Huh? Okay. Go say hi. Look in here and say hi to everybody. Okay. You say. Thank you for your bird today. I greatly appreciate the bird. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The smaller one is 41 grams. Handmade links. The price does not have anything to do. Well, it's got something to do with it, but it doesn't have. No, 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 no. That's good. He's going to start telling me it's time to go to bed. Let's talk about the grams. When you can ask about grams anytime to give you an idea, but grams in the resale business, like what we do here, lots of people buy in bulk, big lots, and it may just go by weight. The workmanship in there, whether the stone's in there, when you go to a pawn shop, they don't care if there's a diamond in that ring. They're going to give you the price of the gold band. So, you could have a $10,000 diamond in there. They just want the metal, and they're going to give you $200 for the metal. They don't care about it. So a lot of us can buy that way. We can go buy in bulk and just buy grams, and then we can sell it cheaply if we want. I don't do that. I am a picker. I go piece by piece. So when I get something like this, which is brand new and it's handmade, Mexican artist Platero, I'm selling way below a retail price. As if you walked into the show, you'd have to pay $424 for this. $424. I buy so much in bulk with these people, I get really good prices, and then I pass that on to you. So I work on a lower margin. When I tell you it's new pieces, just so you understand that. So I gave you the gram weight so that you've got that. So 24 inches, handmade Mexican, and this is a starting bid of this is 300. This is a lifetime. This is a lifetime chain. This is not going to, you can't break this. There's just no way, because it is so incredibly thick and heavy, and it's oxidized, so it's a darker chain, as you can see. So there's a bright, shiny one. All right. So this one's 24 inches. And then I've got the 32-inch one, if anybody's interested in that one. Oh my goodness, it's 35 inches, excuse me. Okay, so Eye Candy's in at 300 and Rebecca is in at 300. No, Linda, he didn't bring me any dinner. He's just tired. He wants to go to bed. Yeah, he's passed out on the floor now. It's the same way. Between 9 and 10 is his bedtime, and he just begs me to go to bed. Eye candy's at 350. Starting bid, SB, starting bid. It is a starting bid. Eye candy's at 375. $385, $395. And Rebecca's at 400. These are just fabulous for big heavy duty pendants. Oh boy, I got cat hair flying around everywhere. Eye candy's out. Rebecca, you have got it at 425. Thank you, Rebecca. I gotta watch my time, 10 o'clock. I might have to just do one show one night, like an hour show, and just do chains. Because I've got some beautiful old ones and new ones. Okay, let me show you another style. Here we go. This is also another handmade paper clip style. This is lightweight. Mexico, 24 inches. This is what I would call the medium weight. Great for, again, Native American pendants, any kind, but the Native American pendants just look beautiful on these. And do I have, how many of these do I have? I think I've only got two. Yeah. So I've got this medium weight one in 18 inch and 24 inch. Let me show you both here. Well, I'll just do it this way. I've got the 18 inch on the Kazakhstan. So that's the 18 inch. And that's the 24 inch. Again, all handmade Mexico. Everything is soldered. $24 inch. We'll do the 24 inch first. Starting bid. Oh, shoot. Ignore that. It's supposed to be starting bid. All right, that's correct. That's the 18-incher, but you can see how nice your pendants look on these link chains. Okay, we have got Ellen is in at 130. Hi, Levi. My candy's out. Linda's in at 150. Levi's out. So I guess we're down to Linda and Ellen. Linda's in at 150. Ellen's at 155. Again, lifelong. These don't break. They're just too solid. Linda's in at 160. All right, we're going to do a countdown. Going once, going twice, and sold to Linda for 160. Thank you, girls. Sorry, Ellen, I already called it. Thank you, ladies. Oh, this is 18 inches, not 16. Is anybody interested in the 18-incher? Same style, same thickness, just a little bit shorter. Okay. All right, starting bid on this one. $65, 18 inches. Medium weight paperclip. Made in Mexico. Ellen's at 70, Eye Candy's at 85, Levi's at 75, Michael's at 65. Woo! Woo, power bid there. Linda jumped up. Eye Candy jumped up. Eye Candy's at 125. Eye Candy's at 145. And Linda's out. All right, so we will count down for, whoop, Valerie. Hello, Valerie. Valerie's in at 115? 150. Okay. So Valerie's in at 150. Eye Candy's at 165. And Valerie's out. So we'll count down for eye candy at 165. Going once, going twice, and sold. Thank you all, ladies. All right, I'm gonna do another chain, and then I'll move on to some other things. Oh, I forgot about that little fish. I think I'll wait for the next show. I showed this one on the preview, and I got this one just because I just thought it was so cool. It's a bicycle chain. That took some workmanship. Looks just like a bicycle chain. Look, it even moves like a bicycle chain. Just so cool. This one is 20 inches long. It does look industrial, doesn't it? Okay, let's go for starting bid. Yeah, this one's a little bit heavier. This is 30 grams. Got the same cool catch. Albuquerque for the Route 66 Fred Harvey exhibit. Oh my God, I would love to see that. I would love that. Oh, sterling silver. I don't do anything in stainless eye candy ever. Ever, ever. It's going to be sterling. Eye candy, the 30-inch chain. Okay, I'll bring this. I'll bring that one up. And Carol is in for 150 on the bicycle chain. Les Mack is in for 170. 18 inches, so it'll fit a man or a woman. Levi, when is that going to be? The Fred Harvey exhibit? Please tell me September. Eye candy's at 185. Les, are you still going for it? Yep, 195. Thank you, Rebecca. It's very, very nice to find silversmiths who will just take the time to do this. Les is in at 195. I'm going to do a countdown here for Les. Going once, going twice, and sold to Les. You got it for 195. Eye candy, I'm sorry, came in too late. The next time I could possibly take a trip would be September. Well, that's a bummer. I bet that's very interesting. I'm seriously thinking I might honestly just some afternoon just do a quickie pop-up. I mean, look at these these are all incredible bracelets. Bracelets and chains. Like I told you, I've just been buying as much as I can. This is really, a lot of them are really very heavy silver chains. I've even got this matches the necklace, this heavy link one right here. This is a paper clip bracelet. That'd be awesome with Native American charms on it. I've got a lot. So I might just have to do an afternoon pop-up. Just chains. All right. So I just wanted to do one. Eye candy, I think, is this one you were interested in? This is the 35-inch super duper. I think that's what you were asking me for, but I don't. I just want to be sure. If it is, I'll bring it up. Yeah, it was done by Platero, which happens to mean silversmith in Spanish, but that is his name. Okay, eye candy. So this is the 35-incher. It's like the other one. This is the heaviest one I've got. This is 53 grams, exactly the same link again. Yeah, just want to make sure it's 35. Okay. All right, so starting bid. I will move on to some other things after this, I promise. If there's any of you out there that are looking for other kinds of chains, I brought some more of the bead ball, the little lightweight bead ball, sterling silver adjustables. Okay. His name is Platero, Platero. There's Jackie telling you she teaches Spanish, which means silversmith. All right. Okay, starting bid. What are we going to do here? Okay, this is starting at 350. Same nice toggle. See, it's all textured. Everything is textured and oxidized. Yeah, I can give you the first name. Eye Candy is in at 350. Leslie's in at 360. David Platero. David Platero. I will make sure I write that down on the receipts for the people that are getting any of this Mexican jewelry. Eye Candy is, whoo, popped it right up there. Eye Candy's at 450. And Leslie is out. Okay, Eye Candy, you've got it for 450. Okay, now trying to find my Kazakhstan here. Oh, how do I manage to do this? Oh. Nope. Here we go. All righty. This stuff's incredible. Kazakhstan turquoise. It comes from Kazakhstan, which is a huge country, and it's between China and Russia. And this turquoise has been traded on the Silk Road for thousands of years. We didn't really get it over here in America till about 2018. This is some of the first that came out. So these are very big pieces. Anybody that's bought it before, seen it, knows it's a very expensive turquoise because it is rare. It is harder. It's between 5 and 6. So when you get turquoise that's that hard, you don't have to stabilize it. It's completely natural, no stabilization at all. Because it's a little harder, it takes a really nice polish. And it's always got this chocolatey brown matrix in it. This is newer mined Kazakhstan, and you will see it is lighter. This is what's coming out now. But I bought all this because I will make things out of it. There's 2 little pieces here. Those might become earrings. Here's the lighter blue. And this has got your more periwinkle blue. You can see the difference here. So from what Boris was telling me is that this older super periwinkle is not coming out anymore. It's getting lighter and lighter and lighter. I have this ring, but I'm keeping this one. I'm keeping this for me because I want some of the older things. I've also got this. I will be making this one into a ring or something because it's still looking pretty good to me. Uh-oh. I hope you're all still there. I just did something to my computer. Now, this is what I paid. $140 I paid for just that cabochon. That tells you a lot about just how expensive this is. So they can only mine for a couple of months during the winter. And that's why it's so expensive. They can only get a little bit out every year. It's so remote. It's so incredibly expensive to mine it and get it out. And again, it's was a copper mine, so they went in first for copper, and then you usually find turquoise. It's been around a long time, but we've only seen it over here for a few years. The Navajos love it. Little tiny pieces. That's all I could afford to spend on just this. So if you really like to invest in something that's not going to be around forever and ever, Kazakhstan would be one. It's like buying a Lander Blue or something like that. Let's see here. I've got some notes here about it's in the eastern part of Kazakhstan, and it's an area that was historically known for copper. introduced to the US 2018, and it was called Desert Lavender when it first came over. Golden Hill is actually the English name for Kazakhstan. Kazakh means Golden Hill. Hardness, we talked about that. Does not need to be stabilized. So don't get mad at me when you hear the price. I can't help it. That's just the way it is. All right, now this man had huge hands, but I can size this if somebody decides they want it. I will not be able to get you stones this size unless Boris comes back, which he said he wasn't, because he landed in LA to see some customers and then he drove. I cannot believe it. He rented a Camry Toyota, which is what I'm driving right now, which he loved. He said it was the best car he's ever driven in. And he went on and on and on about all the special effects that you've got now in new cars. And apparently, he doesn't have that in Russia. So, and he was going on and on about all the cool things in America that he never gets to see. So he decided to drive from LA across the United States to do the show in North Carolina. And then he'll be driving all the way back, and then he'll be going back to Russia. Meet the most interesting people. All right, so this is a size 10.5, but I can size this down. This is a true periwinkle blue. No, you don't have to do any alterations whatsoever. So I will sell this, and then I will sell the pendant. And I guarantee you, I can't find pieces this big again unless Boris comes back. Rare Earth Minerals was there. They're another big person in Kazakhstan. Turquoise, and they were outrageously expensive. I wouldn't even buy from them, and they didn't have anything big. I'd say out of everything they had, maybe this was the biggest piece of all the stones they had. All right, so this one here, starting bid. Why is this not going in? Or did it? No, I'm selling these separate, not Candy. So starting bid on this is $450, and I'm telling you that is an absolutely decent price. You will be spending $1,200 online if you can even find this. Eye Candy is in at $450. These, we're talking collector again. It's just very difficult to find something this grade, this many carats. Olga is in at $460. Eye Candy is $500. They had, Rare Earth Minerals had beads of Kazakhstan, and those beads were super tiny little nuggets. I mean, like not even a half inch, less than a half inch. And the strands were like 8, 9, 10 inches, and they started at $1,200. Unbelievable. Oh, Michael, hang on to it, or I'll buy it from you. Eye Candy's in at $550. Okay, Olga's out. Eye Candy, you have got it for $550. Yes, they are. Beautiful. I hate to see it go, but I've got my piece. I will hang on to it. Okay, and then the pendant. And this pendant is 1.5 inches. And with that little bail, like 1 3/4, just under 2 inches. Periwinkle blue again. All right, starting bid. $4.50. Candy's in at $4.50 and Linda is in at $4.50. The silversmithing on these was done in Russia. And Boris, he does all his own stone cutting. So he's there, he goes to the mine, he gets the rough, and then he's a lapidary artist. So he was there actually selling his cabochons at the show. But he has a Russian silversmith that set these. Eye candy is at $5.50. Logan, thank you for your bid. Okay, Linda was in. Linda, Logan. Eye candy's at $4.50. Everybody is out? Okay. Then we will count down for eye candy. Going once, going twice, and sold. I sure wish I had more. Well, I'll come up with some designs for these. Any requests? More chains, bracelets, more turquoise. Oh, this is a beauty. Let me bring this up. We are out of the turquoise realm, but this is so cool. I had to get the whole thing just the way it is. The chain is definitely a little older vintage. Probably, it looks very Balinese to me. Marcasites. And then that beautiful marcasite clasp opens so you can take the pendant out and put a different pendant in. So I put this gigantic moonstone in here. So the moonstone is new, but the chain is an older chain. I just thought it looked really cool together. So the chain is 20 inches. I will sell them separate. I just put that pendant on there so that you could see what you can do with this. So do we have anybody that says sell them separate, or first let's go together? And if nobody wants both pieces together, then I will separate them out. Okay, Linda, we'll do that too. And let's see, if nobody's interested in this, we'll just move on. Oh, Sherry, you missed the talk about the Kazakhstan. And I did talk about hallmarks. I did not talk about altering pieces. We can talk about that. How much together, Ellen says. Okay, Ellen. This is very big and heavy, just so you know, and the pendant by itself is 2 inches. So together, this is a hard one because this chain is most unusual here. Okay, together is 175. And this, let's see, so you can see this here. This opens right there. So you can put any kind of pendant on there that you would want. Ellen is in at 175. Oh, Olga, hi, Olga. This is moonstone, giant, big, thick, heavy moonstone in sterling. The moonstone is about 2.5 inches. And then this is an older Balinese chain covered in marcasites. Very, very pretty. And this piece down here opens up so that you can change out the pendant. So you can put any kind of pendant on that you want. Yeah, it's a beautiful chain. I've never seen one like this. All right, so Ellen's in at 175. I don't see anybody else challenging you, Ellen, so we're going to count it down. Going once, going twice, and sold to Ellen. Thank you. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I think it looks nicer on than off. Okay, somebody said the paperclip chain. Paperclip bracelet, I think. Linda says large size cuffs or paperclip bracelet. I am really low on the big, large native bracelets. I have got some, but they're small. The small ones just don't seem to go. A small size, I mean. Okay, so where'd it go? Here it is. All right, so I've got two paperclip chains that are bracelets. And one is a 7-incher. and one is an 8-incher. They are both oxidized. This is the 8-inch. This is the 7-inch. So 7-inch paper clip. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a buy it now. Someone's going to get lucky. Hi, Candy jumped right on in there. $90. Okay. And then the 8-incher. I'm running out of bags. Uh-oh. Okay, Linda, I'll show you the 8-inch. Okay. Buy it now for $150. Linda, you got it. You are first, Carol. Thank you. I see it. Buy it now. You got it, Linda. This is an older chain. It looks very similar to a paper clip, but it is not. I think I got this at the pawn shop, actually. It's in great shape. Nice heavy link, one of those lifetimers. This is an 8-inch chain also. This is a half round wire. Toggle. Buy it now, $95. Heavy, solid, handmade. Carol, you got it. Okay, This is brand new, but look at this. Oh God, it's so cute. Handmade again, Mexico. Little foxes, little tiny fox heads. 7 inches. Very cute. Brand new. Is it stamped? Just sterling. Okay, so this one is little fox heads. Whoops. Buy it now for 80. Sorry. Our little foxes. Rebecca, you got it. Okay. All right, let's move on again to something else. I'll get to all these other bracelets on another time. Okay. So this is a windy piece. This is our wild horse Jasper. And I put it on a windy bale. Really big and thick, so it'll go over just about anything. This bale will go over like 12 millimeter beads, big ones. So I do have my signature on there. So I'm going to sell these separate. This are the Hishis, and they've got turquoise in it and also wild horse jasper mixed in. And this is 4 strands, little hook clasp. This is 26 inches. So you could put lots of other kind of pendants on this. And this you could put on different kinds of beads or a chain or a choker or whatever. Okay, so this baby is going to go for, so it is, I did it again. All right, so this is a buy it now for 200. Okay, we're going to pass on that. And is there any interest in this? So this will be, let's see, 4 strands, 26 inches. 4 strands, 26 inches. And this is a buy it now. For $175. Rebecca is in. This was a buy it now. Thank you, Linda. Rebecca shows up first here. All righty. All right. Anything left here? I am missing on. No, but I just wanted to also mention about if people are buying jewelry for as a collector piece, you want to do as much as you can. I only do 100%. If something is a collector piece for me in Native American, it has to be the original piece. How was it made originally? Is it all there? Has something been taken out? Is something missing? Now, you can have something that's all original but it needs to be restrung. That's fine. Everything is still there, but it needs to be restrung. Then you've got things that have been repurposed. If you've got something that is repurposed, it means part of it is there, the other part's been taken away, or it was broken or smashed. And so then you came in and you added something else to it, you redesigned it. It's no longer in its original condition. It's no longer any kind of a collector piece. It's a repurposed piece. So for instance, I don't have anything here right now that has been repurposed. Oh dear, how did I manage to do that? There we go. All right, so this is just for instance, this is mine. This is fully incomplete. Here, everything here should be here. But say, for instance, something broke and I lost all these beads up here, but I had all the rest left. And I thought, well, I still want to wear it. What can I do? And you come in and you decide to put turquoise up here, or you put bench beads, you put something else on here. You've lost the value of the piece. It's just the way it is. You could sell it as repurposed, but you can't sell it as, a fully intact, nice collector piece. That's not how it works in this arena. So I wanted to bring that up because I've had some questions on that. And how can you tell if it's been repurposed? You can't unless you know what you're looking at. So you'd have to ask an expert, or take it to an appraiser. And I will always recommend Medicine Man Gallery to anybody that is. I'm not a licensed appraiser, so I'm not going to put myself out there as that. I don't have a license. I just got 40 years experience. But somebody wants to take something because they want to get it insured. Medicine Man Gallery, you can look him up. He does shorts all the time. He's a wonderful, wonderful guy. he can do that. And you want to get someone, for Native American, you want to get somebody who specializes in Native American. So you want to insure it for insurance, that's a person to go to. Rebecca, what is the design of the squash blossoms on your necklace? Oh, this is all the fleur-de-lis. That's why I got it. I've been looking for one that was just all fleur-de-lis. These are all sand cast, each one of these, down to the nausea. It's just my preference, but with necklaces this long, this is really long and this big, I like it all silver. I don't know why, I just do. Rather than the squashes that have a lot of turquoise. They're beautiful, but it's just my preference. I just prefer the old look. The old look was very Mexican looking, well, they learned from the Mexicans. So it was mostly all silver and maybe like this, just a little touch of turquoise, because turquoise was so special in those days. They weren't mining turquoise. They could find surface turquoise, but the mines weren't there. They weren't doing copper back in the late 1800s. There wasn't that there. So turquoise was very scarce. So I just like that older look, but that's all the fleur-de-lis, which was brought over again from Europe through the Spanish and the Moors and French, and it was all over the place. So for you collectors out there, make sure you're getting something that is completely intact. Okay. I forgot I had this on. I just managed to get myself caught up in everything. Right, Gina? Gina's got the same problem. All right. Older piece. Quite an older piece. Love that green, green, green tug. Now there's your nuggety stuff again. So they cut it flat. They took one big giant nugget, cut it flat. Then they went in, they polished the top, but they didn't cut it at all. Big old just nuggets everywhere. It is stamped, and it's the most unusual stamp. It is very difficult to read. I had to go in, polish it, couldn't read it, oxidized it, finally saw the definition. It's a box with a T and another box with a T. I cannot find that anywhere. This is altered. Here's an example. This was a bolo. And I took the bolo off. That's where it used to be. They used lead solder. So I did the best I could to get all that lead solder off. And then I put a great big bail on it to wear it as a pendant. I don't wear bolos. I just loved the look of this. So I said, well, I'm sacrificing it. I'm not going to sell it as a bolo. I'm going to, because I've worn this a lot. This has been something I've worn out an awful lot. And then I found all these wonderful green turquoises and the red coral that just matched it. So there's a piece that I chose to take out of the arena of a collector piece because I wanted to be able to wear it myself. And I can double this up and wear this doubled. So that's the difference between something that's, again, it's been altered, but I chose to do it. I can't sell it as a collector piece because it's not. Greasy, yes, that greasy green. Oh, okay, so where are we? It's 11 o'clock. Oh, any requests out there? Let's do this one. This is part of the Tibetan stuff. Look at this baby. He is absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous bumblebee jasper. This is like a mustard yellow rather than just a great big bright yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. And of course, the design in the back, they put a lotus on the back. This is a buy it now. This is not sterling. This is copper and silver plated. Or a lot of times they'll just say it's Tibetan silver. But I love them. I don't care if they're silver or not when it's Tibetan. Oh, Tammy got it. You got it. It's a biggie. Have fun with that. All right. We have any fishermen out there? Two little Zuni fetishes. Randy Lucio, mother of pearl. No, white shell, excuse me. White shell with a little coral beak, a little swan. There's his tag. That's the original tag. Randy Lucio. All carved on a mother of pearl. Zuni fetish. This was from my store back in the 90s. So I got it in the 90s. And this is the 90s price. That's the price tag from the store. Hi, Candy, 40. Rebecca, Carol, you all came in. All right, it was a bite now, so it is an eye candy. And then here is a little fish, again, out of mother of pearl. There's a little turquoise eye. I don't have Randy's sticker. Too many years it's come off, but that's a Randy Lucio also. So this is a buy it now. And eye candy is fast on that computer. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm very slowly but surely going through all these fetishes. I do not have a history on this, but I mean, like, how could I say no? Look at that gorgeous corn. All about the harvest. This is sterling. And it has that gold gild on the inside. Really good snap, good tight snap. It's like 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. Wonderful little pillbox. Olga, 55. Hi, Candy, stop throwing your money at me. I might start taking you up on that. Olga, you got it. Okay, what else did I bring back that is not jewelry? Oh, I did get a bunch of these. This is just silly stuff, but you never know. I couldn't get the spiny oysters, but I did. I've got several of the abalones. These are like, what, 4 inches? 4 to 5 inches, like a little soap dish or a little trinket type dish. Now, abalones, let's talk about abalone shells. So, off the coast of California, it's illegal to get the abalones. But you go down to the Sea of Cortez, down Baja California, that area down there between Mexico and Baja, that's where they have a lot of the farms where they are farming the abalones for the meat, and that's where these shells come from. So they're completely legal. Instead of just throwing it away, they take the abalone out and then they save the shells. Really pretty. So I got about 10 of these, and they are well, okay, so I'm just going to put the price in. They're $6 each, and I got 10. I mean, if you want one, just put your name in. Okay, so Deborah's got one, Rebecca's got one, Carol's got one, iCandy's got one, Linda's got one, Tammy's got one. Rupru, you're in there twice. Tina Moose has got one. Oh, I want to. I see. Okay. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can give you 2, 8. Tara wants 3. I think it's 10, but if I've got more, Tara, I can send you at least one. If I've got more, I will do it. Oh, okay. Let me make a note here. Let's see. If I've got more than the 10, then I can give you all extras if that's what you want. Okay, sounds good. Oh, this is not gonna work. That big guy in there. All right, let's see. This is a beautiful labradorite pendant, probably like India or Balinese. Another piece from the estate sale that I went to. Lots of blue-green flash on this one. Buy it now. $35 for your labradorite lovers. Billy Dog, you got it. A majorly big thumb ring. Sterling silver wire. Just wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. Must be a size 11 or 12. Yep. It's size 12. So if you know what your thumb ring is, sterling silver, size 12. $28. This cannot be sized. You've got to have a finger that that'll fit on. Deborah, you got it. You're the first one in. Okay, I got a little roller ring here, sterling silver, size 8, with the little stars that roll. It is marked 925, planished. Buy it now. $30. Carol, you got it. Another roller ring. This is a size 7. It's one of the multi-links. And you roll it on and roll it off and roll it on and roll it off. Sterling silver, size 7. A lot of silver in that one. I'm supposed to buy it now. And 45. Nope. Okay, we'll pass on that one. There's a nice little Balinese ring. This is a size 7. Really pretty. It's a gorgeous cornflower blue, but I cannot tell you what that is. Sterling silver Balinese. I mean, it could be glass or synthetic. I don't know. I don't know of a gemstone this blue other than sapphire, and I'll guarantee you it's not a sapphire. It's just not. But it sure is a pretty blue. All right, so this is a size 7. Buy it now. Does it turn red with the black light? Let's find out, Sherry. No, it kind of goes even more purple. I'm not seeing any red in there. It's kind of going more from the cornflower blue to, there we go, more purple. No, no tanzanite. Tanzanites are extremely expensive. Unless you go with the real light faded tanzanites, they're a dime a dozen. But this shade of blue, God, I wish it was a tanzanite I could retire. See that kind of cornflowery blue? Okay. Biker, you want it? Okay, so Biker, it's 55. Is that correct? I'm waiting for Biker to answer. It's a 7. No, I could not go to a 9. Sorry. Yeah, I thought it might be a spinel, but I don't want to say because I don't know for sure. Okay, Biker, it is yours for 55. Thank you. Spinels are gorgeous. I'm starting to appreciate them more and more. All right, let's see. Woo! This is all coming from this estate. Okay. This is not marked anywhere. Again, it looks rather Balinese to me. Ooh, now there's a color change. Wow. Let's see if I turn this light off. What'll happen here? All right. It's the same colors like blue topaz, but look at that. It goes very purple with the black light. So probably spinel. Hi, Jen. What is it, Jen? Is this spinel? We're wondering. So it looks like a blue topaz from here, but it is not. It's going completely gorgeously purple. Okay, so this one is a size 8.5. And we're going for, buy it now, 45. Terry Hughes, you have got it. Spec are fun. It just, you know, and stare at these things forever. All right. So Terra. Terra, Terra. Okay, moving right along here. A bunch of these. All righty, let's go for our, I love this ring. I have been wearing this ring. It is not turquoise, but I absolutely love it. We've got purple going on in there. Then it goes down into that lighter blue, and then everything else is white. Oh, let's put the black light on this one too. Let's see what we come up with here. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Ooh, I do not know what they are. Spinel? Oh my God, look at those are green. They look white, but in the black light, they're completely green. Wow. If there's any orbs tonight, I haven't seen them because I'm so busy looking at the jewelry and reading the chat room. Okay, so Stone Unknown. Stone Unknown as I'm selling it, but it's completely intact. It's very nice. They probably spinel, but I do not know. So this is a buy it now. Purple stones on the head. Then they go down into blue down here. And then they go around into white on sterling silver. Okay, Tina, you've got it. 45. Let's see, do I have any more in here? No. So that's the end of my costumey rings. Oh, okay. If you want these, Jen, this is you get first bid, but if you don't, then they're open. Jen bought a meteorite pendant last time, a couple weeks ago. And I went to the show and I found, oh, I can turn my light back on. I found some meteorite earrings. The meteorites themselves are about ½ inch on sterling wires. So these are, let's buy it now at 45. But if Jen wants them, she gets first at them. And if she says no, then it's up for bids. The wires are sterling silver. Meteorites are meteorites. Okay. All right. So Jen, they're for you. You got them. Thank you. Okay. Is Lenore still here? I think she is. All right, this is for Lenore. You get to pick. You get to pick. This is Tibetan again. Wendy, can you get a larger meteorite pendant than the one I got? I'll go back and look at the picture. I can't remember what size that was. Okay, Lenore, if you're out there, yes, okay. You get to pick. All right. These are pretty big, so I don't know if you like them big or Our Lady of Guadalupe in shell. This is adjustable. So both pieces are from Tibet. I knew you'd do the ring. I absolutely knew you'd do. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's adjustable, so you'll be able to change it to whatever size you want. All righty. All right. Very cool handmade art piece. Oh, it is signed. Let's see who did it. This is an art piece. Let's see. It says like a bijou, BGGOU. And it is 14 karat and sterling. Signed BG. Oh, BGJOU. It's like bijou. 14 karat sterling silver. Very cool. Very, very nice metal smithing. Gorgeous jasper. And looks very much like a glassy, probably black onyx. 14 karat gold, sterling silver. Nice big tubular type bale. There is the signature. It's a big piece. It's a heavy piece. Okay, so this is a buy it now. Fourteen karat gold, not gold filled. It is 14 karat gold. Up here, over here, up here, down here. Buy it now, 135. Oh, Cirox is in the house. Liz Chase, you got it. It's a super good price for that piece. I got it for a super good price. Whew, I'm going through bags galore here tonight. 11, oh, almost 12. We're gonna We're going to close it up here pretty soon. Any requests before I close it down? When are your shows, Rock? Oh, that's for Cirox. Let them know there, Cirox. Are you on a particular day? I don't mind if you answer her, it's okay. Okay, may we see the other necklaces you are wearing tonight? Never sell that. Never sell this. No money will buy it. Neither one of those. I will sell this, but not these. If you're interested. Okay, this is a meteorite. It is cut into a little square. So they cut and finished this one. Oh my God, meteorites are iron. Um, I tried to cut one once and I just said, are you kidding me? There's no way. So, yeah, isn't it? I mean, the iron patterns that come up are just amazing. It's just a nice, simple little sterling silver deal. I think this is, oh, it's 3/4 of an inch all the way around. And it's on a little 18-inch box chain. This is a buy it now. 75. Okay, Jen. Olga, you did. You absolutely did. It's the same meteorite. Okay, so it was a buy it now. Liz Chase is in first. Okay. Yeah, Olga it was a bracelet, right? And with them going all the way around. I think I remember that. That was from one of the shows. Man, was that a year ago? Half a year ago? Whew. All right, that was Liz. Okay, my cluster ring, the one that I thought I had lost forever and ever. Size 8. Cannot be sized. Beautiful natural turquoise. You can see the colors are changing. There's blues and greens in there. This is Navajo. It's an older piece. It is not signed. Very clean. Great shape. No cracks. All the bezels are very smooth. Oh, eye candy's in. Okay, biker, I do have the light ones that I didn't show. Okay, eye candy's got this. Let's see. All right, this is really long eye candy. Not eye candy, biker. 36 inches. Where'd you go? Lightweight, 36 inches long. Very pretty link. This is new. This is not old. This is brand new. And then I've got the other ones I showed at the beginning of the show. I think these were 18. Yeah. And then I've got these that were 18 inches. Very lightweight. So this one here, biker, is 36 inches long. Handmade. Everything is soldered. Starting bid is 70. Definitely you can double this up to 18 inches. Oh, biker, I'm sorry. Ella got you. Oh, starting bid, I'm sorry. Okay, we're all in. All right, Ella's in at 70, biker's at 70, Leslie's at 80. Ella's back in at 90. Very pretty link and lightweight. You probably wear this all the time and not even know it. Ella's at 90. Anybody else coming back in? Okay, Ella, you have got it. Going once, going twice, and sold. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to end on, I am going to do a chain, pop-up all chain type deal because, I mean, you just wouldn't believe what I've got. They're gorgeous. It's just beautiful old style links. Look at some of these. Just beautiful older style links. A lot of these, oh, there's another heavy duty paper clip. That's just a little showing. I've got lots and lots and lots. A lot of them are heavy. Then I've got a fully blackened paper clip. That's been completely blackened. We'll do those. We'll do those another time. But I'm going to end on these two right here. Okay. Yes, Deborah, I've got the pink conch put away for you. You got it. Okay, so here's another little, sort of little learning thing. tiny little bracelet, probably for a child. But it's a collector piece. Why is this a collector piece, Wendy? Well, Fred Harvey, I'm sure you're all seeing, yes, that's a Fred Harvey type. Patina, everything is in place, nothing's been changed. It's from the 1930s. Fred Harvey, but this is right out of the catalog, right out of the Fred Harvey catalog. So it is a collector piece because of the historical significance. It weighs next to nothing. It's very simply made, but if you look at the Fred Harvey catalog, you will find out that is the chain that they used. Those are the charms that they put on. So this was bought in 1930s for some wonderful little girl, and it never got altered or changed in any way. 4 little charms, little Thunderbird, arrow, little man, a little horse. Never seen one of these before. Have you got one? It's got a quiver on it. Oh, that's cool. Yes, they did make them in copper. Yeah. So this is, I'll do a little starting bid in case anybody's interested. If not, it's just it'll go into my collection. I can't wear it. Unfortunately, it's way too tight. Oh, that might help you out if I tell you the size. It is 6 inches. I would need at least a 7. And I really don't want to add anything onto that. I will just let it go as is, and then you can decide if you want to add something onto it. So eye candy is in for 120. I wouldn't do anything to this. I wouldn't even clean it. I'd just leave it completely intact. If you can wear it the way it is, great. If not, put it away. This is, I don't think it's marked because it's too old. Let's see if there's a marking on the spring ring. That is an old spring ring. It is marked sterling, but it's very interesting how they've got the sterling goes all the way around the spring ring, all the way around in big letters. It says sterling. Interesting. Bell Trading Company was one company that sold the Fred Harvey style. There's at least 6 or 7 different companies out there that sold Fred Harvey jewelry. Remember, he was not a jeweler. He was a businessman. Okay, Leslie's in at 140. Eye Candies popped it up to 165. All right, we're going to count it down for eye candy. Going once, going twice, and sold. Okay, next piece I promise is the last one for tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, Liz. I'm sorry, Leslie. You came in after I called it. Okay, incoming. I just love these guys. I've got so many. Made in Mexico. The wonderful little helicopters. He is stamped. 925 Mexico. Got all his little patterns on his wings. I got a big giant one and then one this size and one smaller. So this is 2 inches across. All right, last one for the night. This is a buy it now. Whoops, once again. Where'd it go? Did the price go in, guys? Or did I just say it out loud? No, there it is. 85. Oh, so buy it now. Okay. Ella's the first one in. First one in. So I'm going to go with Ella for 85. Because the first one that I put it in was 85 and she responded. So I got to go with her. I don't know what I was doing. Then I put it in at 86. It's time to quit. Ella, it is yours. Thank you. We gotta let Leonore go to bed and me. That is it. Thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate all of you. It is always fun and we have wonderful chats. I love them. And thank you, Leonore, for all your hard work. I will be back next Sunday for sure. And if I do have like a little pop-up, I will send out notifications. And if I do, it'll be mostly all sterling silver chains and bracelets. I won't be doing any of my stuff or any bigger, heavier native stuff. It'll just be, and maybe some earrings too, because I've got quite a few of those. Thank you. We will see you later on the other side. Oh, hi, Lulu. I see you now. Where do we go? Up here.